Imagine being born into a world of chaos, where survival depends on your ability to fight and adapt. Now imagine not only surviving, but rising above it all to become the ruler of the largest empire the world has ever seen. Sounds impossible, right? Well, that's exactly what Genghis Khan did. This is his story. Early life. Genghis Khan wasn't always the powerful conqueror we know today. He was born around 1162 as Temujin, into a world of constant tribal warfare in the harsh Mongolian steppe. His early life was rough. At the age of 9, Temujin's father was poisoned by a rival tribe, leaving his family abandoned and struggling to survive. Now imagine being a kid in this environment. Your tribe deserts you, your family is starving, and you're surrounded by enemies. This is where Temujin's legendary toughness begins. He quickly learned that trust and loyalty were rare commodities in the Mongolian steppes, and this would shape the way he led his people. Rise to power. As Temujin grew older, he didn't just survive, he thrived. Through sheer willpower and a gift for strategy, he began gathering a group of loyal followers. He wasn't just good at fighting, he was also a master at making alliances through marriages and diplomacy. But he knew that to unite the fractured Mongol tribes, he needed more than just warriors. He needed a vision. In 1206, after years of conflict and strategic maneuvering, Temujin was finally crowned Genghis Khan, which means universal ruler. This wasn't just a title, it marked the beginning of a new era where Genghis Khan and his Mongol army would reshape the world. The Mongol war machine. Now let's talk about the Mongol war machine, because these guys were no ordinary army. Genghis Khan's forces were fast, mobile, and incredibly disciplined. Picture this: an army entirely on horseback, able to cover vast distances in record time and strike fear into their enemies with pinpoint accuracy using their famous composite bows. Genghis Khan was also a master of psychological warfare. If a city resisted, it was often met with brutal consequences. But if it surrendered, the Mongols usually spared its people, incorporating useful skills into their empire. This combination of speed, discipline, and terror made Genghis Khan's army almost unstoppable. The expansion of the empire. Under Genghis Khan, the Mongols didn't just conquer, they expanded at an astonishing rate. From the deserts of China to the plains of Europe, no one was safe. By the time of his death in 1227, Genghis Khan had forged an empire stretching over 9 million square miles. Let that sink in. It was larger than the Roman Empire, larger than Alexander the Great's empire. It was the largest contiguous empire in history. But Genghis Khan wasn't just a destroyer. His empire also connected trade routes, creating what we now call the Silk Road. This allowed goods, ideas, and even cultures to flow between the East and West like never before. Genghis Khan's legacy. So, what's Genghis Khan's legacy? Well, it's complicated. On the one hand, his conquests were brutal. Millions died as a result of Mongol invasions. On the other hand, he established systems that fostered trade, communication, and cultural exchange across continents. He promoted religious tolerance, allowing Buddhists, Christians, Muslims, and others to live peacefully under his rule. And through the Silk Road, his empire became a bridge between civilizations, spreading technology, knowledge, and ideas that helped shape the modern world. Without Genghis Khan, the world as we know it would be very different. He left behind an empire that continued to grow under his descendants and profoundly influenced global history. Genghis Khan's story is one of ambition, resilience, and vision. From a boy who had nothing to the ruler of the world's largest empire, his life teaches us that even in the harshest conditions, greatness can be achieved. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video and want to explore more epic historical figures and events, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. And let me know in the comments, what historical figure should we cover next?